Buckle up and grab your popcorn. We're taking a nostalgic cruise through the neon-lit history of San Bernardino County's cinema scene. From the golden age of downtown palaces to the booming era of starlit drive-ins, here is the transformation of the silver screen from 1950 to 1969. The 50s, a changing of the guard. As television sets began flickering in living rooms across the county, the traditional neighborhood walk-in theaters felt the squeeze, giving way to the massive popularity of the drive-in. 1950 to 1951, the first closures. The decade started with a wave of curtains closing for the final time. In 1950, the Harper, Fontana, the Park, Ontario, the Loma, Redlands, the Victor, Victorville, and the Center, Chino, all shuttered. The following year, 1951, saw the Fox Grove in Redlands join the list of casualties. 1953 to 1955, out with the old. May 24, 1953, Western Amusements pulled the plug on the Mesa Theater in Victorville. May 29, 1953, just 5 days later, the city got a shiny new replacement when the Joshua Drive-In kicked off its first screening. 1955, San Bernardino lost a landmark when the Fox Theater officially closed its doors. 1956 to 1957, mountain magic and suburban growth. The late 50s saw a building boom. May 28, 1956, the Mission Drive-In brought outdoor movies to Montclair. 1956, the brand new Ontario Theatre opened to the public. 1957, high-altitude cinema arrived. The Peter Pan Woodland Drive-In opened on May 24th, followed by the Lake Drive-In on June 7th, both in Big Bear Lake. Meanwhile, the Village Theater opened its doors in Arrowhead. The downside, despite the growth, 1957 saw the Center in Chino and the Ontario in Ontario close down. 1958 to 1959, rebranding and retreat. 1958, closures hit the mountains and the valley as the Chino in Chino and the Crestline in Crestline ceased operations. August 28, 1959, a classic returned. The old Temple Theater in San Bernardino was polished up and reborn as the Fox Capri. The 60s, modernization and major moves. The 1960s brought a mix of short-lived revivals and the birth of the modern multiplex. 1960 to 1961, San Bernardino's musical chairs. June 15, 1960, the West Coast Theater in San Bernardino got a second lease of life, reopening as the Crest Theater. July 4, 1960, the celebration was short-lived for the Fox Capri, which closed exactly on Independence Day. June 21, 1961, the Ritz Theater made its debut in Ontario. 1961, the Fox California in Ontario ended its long run.
Look out! Here comes the biggest Bond of all. Thunderball.
1967, the corporate era begins. After a quiet mid-decade, 1967 exploded with activity. August 29, 1967, statewide theaters opened the Inland Theater in San Bernardino. November 1, 1967, a major industry shift occurred as Lowe's took over the statewide circuit. The rest of '67, the Montclair Theater opened its doors, while the Colton Theater finally went dark. 1968 to 1969, adult cinema and the rise of the Plaza. February 1968, Strebe Theater closed the Big Bear Theater. July 8, 1968, the Fine Arts Cinema in San Bernardino made history and perhaps some headlines as the first cinema in the county to transition to adult films. April 2, 1969, the decade closed with a glimpse of the future. The General Cinema Montclair Plaza 1 and 2 opened, signaling the new era of shopping mall cinema. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more.